What up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, we're finally live, doing some live content for you guys here on the channel. Thank you again for subscribing. If you are new to the channel, please smash a like on the video and please hit the subscribe button if you can. Right, Leicester City up against West Ham at the London Stadium. It will be on the Sunday. I think it's at 2:05 kickoff. We lost 3-0 at home, by the way, boys. We lost 3-0. We're sitting third in the Premier League, though. Don't worry about that. 56 points. We've got 8 games to play. West Ham are also on the hunt for a top 4 spot as well. They've won the reverse fixture, as you know, against us at the King Power Stadium. A little bit worried, lads. However, there is some good news and some bad news throughout the press conference. So let's run up and get through this press conference and see what Brendan Rodgers had to say to the media. Right. So first of all, obviously, we know that Leicester are up against Moyes' West Ham, and they are. They're flying compared to Leicester, who haven't had the greatest form at home. The Hammers are doing a lot better at home, and I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm not going to lie. I am slightly worried, but there is hope because we've not only had injuries, they've had some injuries too, which we'll cover in a second. Soyuncu, however, now then, Brendan Rodgers has said Soyuncu. We all know about Kags' Soyuncu situation with the COVID stuff of Turkey's international side. We all know the situation. If you don't, then wherever you've been, under a rock. We're hoping by Sunday that when he does his test, he'll be negative and we can get him back. He will have done his isolation period out there. He's been able to train. So that's good. So he's keeping his fitness going. He's had no symptoms. We decided to keep him there where he could train and so he wouldn't have to isolate over here. Hopefully he can rejoin the group next week and be ready for Southampton if he's a negative test. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get Kaglar Soyuncu back. He's not injured, so it's not the point where, like, we're going to pick him or not pick him in terms of injuries. It's all about COVID for Kaglar Soyuncu. I think we missed him big time against Man City as well. Don't you think, boys, in the chat? Welcome everyone who's joining in. Brendan Rodgers had this to say as well regarding what Gary Neville had to say about Mr. Rodgers. Gary Neville suggested that Brendan Rodgers should take the England job if it does go at some point in his career. Brendan Rodgers had this to say. Oh, Gary, I want to manage at an international level at some point during my career. I'm very happy here. So he's very happy at Leicester. Now, there is also a nice little podcast which you might want to look at. If you're a Leicester fan, which you should be on this channel, go and have a look at Robbie Fowler. He has a podcast on YouTube. Just type in Robbie Fowler podcast, you'll find it. He had a sit-down convo with Brendan Rodgers. It was just over an hour mark, talking about how much he loves it at Leicester City. Right, so I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. There's no Arsenal job in the works. There's no Chelsea job in the works. Nothing like that. I think he's quite happy to be at Leicester City right now. So moving back into that, I'm very happy here. I've signed a long-term contract here and I've only been here just over a couple of years. Leicester City is the perfect place for me. I can develop players, which he loves doing. He's part of the youth system. He loves the youth system. That's what Brendan Rodgers is about. We know this from speaking to Craig from the Anfield Agenda. He says the same thing about Brendan Rodgers. Probably not the best man to sign players, but for working in youth and development, he's one of the very best. I have a great relationship with the board as well. Gareth has done a great job. They have an exciting group of players and we are always going to be competitive. I look no further than when I am at the minute, says Brendan Rodgers. So there you go. Brendan Rodgers going absolutely nowhere anytime soon. I am going to pick out a few comments here in the chat. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Matty. How are you, my man? Yes, same, mate. I am too. Lone Star's also here. Hey up, my man. How are you? Riley's in the house as well. LCFC Gray's here as well. Hello, LCFC Gray. Hope you're well, my man. I hope you're well. Who else is here? I thought he'd been rested. No, he hadn't been rested. It was a COVID test. Rested, tested, same sort of thing. Hi, Lee. I am new to your channel. I love your videos. Keep up the good work, says Riley. A super chat from LCFC Gray. Hi, Lee. I think West Ham will be the toughest of the remaining games we play. That's a shout, mate, because we've got Chelsea. Don't forget, we've got Spurs and we've got United as well. So to say that, I'm not so sure because we'll touch on the subject in a second about West Ham and a player that might not make it for the game. But moving into the next little piece for Brendan Rodgers, he had this to say about Kelechi Iheanacho. Nacho's new contract. Congratulations to Nacho for signing the new deal. Shows how, he could turn out to be Jamie Vardy's successor. Brendan Rodgers had this to say: what we're saying is we think he's going to be an important striker for us in the future. By the way, because he signed a new contract, there will be no more buyout clauses for Man City either. So he is now a Leicester player guaranteed. There's no Man City, we'll pull him back. There's none of that. That's not happening. Even if for £50 million, it's not happening. We need more, maybe another striker, which Brendan Rodgers did say he does feel like he needs another striker. He's developing, though, Kelechi Iheanacho, and improving, and he's going to be an important part of the squad. But later down the line, when Jamie is finished, we will have to have another one or maybe two strikers in the works. We've seen his confidence grow. He looks a real threat and can score goals. Being so young, we know there is a lot more to come from Kelechi, Prince of Nigeria, Iheanacho. He didn't say the Prince of Nigeria bit, I did. But still, hey, bit of fun. So, I mean, look, we've all knocked Nacho. I've knocked Nacho. I'm going to hold my hands up. I have knocked Kelechi Iheanacho. I have done. But his form's been pretty good. Granted, he didn't play well against Man City, but who did? Who really did? Let's be honest with you. The whole team wasn't great against them. We got absolutely battered. It is what it is, but at least we got 5-2 win against them in the season earlier on. James Maddison's obviously got a little run out, and we're waiting to see more about his fitness levels. This is what Brendan had to say. It was really good to get him back on the field. He's a bit away from where his level should and would be. It's important to have him back. Do you think he's going to make it to the starting lineup? I'm not so sure. He would have said he's fit, ready to go, and he'd have said something there, wouldn't he? He's not said, yes, he's back. Magic Matters is back. He's not said nothing like that whatsoever. So I'm assuming he's still not quite ready. And no, he's off. He's still off. This is a big game, though, against West Ham. It's a very important game, and we'll look to do well. They beat us well. They put us in our place. They are were very good. We know their qualities on the counter-attack. Antonio is a counter-attack on his own. It's unbelievable the level he has been playing at. Lingard is a high level as well. You can see the quality he has, so it'll be a big threat. It should be a very, 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 very good game. Should be fantastic. It should be a fantastic piece. David Moyes has done a great job. He's molded the squad into a tough team to beat. His organisation skills and experience as a manager alongside that. You need good players, and they have some outstanding players. Declan is a top player as well. Fabianski is a good goalkeeper. Cresswell is quality. Kufala has been great since he came in. Noble has experience, who works very well. And then Lingard and Antonio combined have been very, very good. Fornells is a talent as well. Bowen has done well since coming in from the Championship. It's so much of it's not a surprise how well they're doing. They are doing really well. And I hope that the West Ham Fan TV, because we're going to be doing a little mini preview type thing with West Ham TV, hopefully a little bit today. They're shocked that they're so high in the league, but why? They're playing bloody well, and touching on West Ham, they did perform at a good level at home. We weren't on our game. They beat us on every position of the park. They were much better than us. We didn't control our counter-attacking was bad. We were exploited as well, big time. And we have to play a high-level game. We know it'll be a tough game for them. They've had some great results. We lost to them, who was on a different level. But other than that, we have been in good form. We lost to the Premier League winners, but we've found some form, lads. We just need to keep going, Matters is not quite ready, says LCFC. Great. I think so as well. I'm not so sure. Winks is here as well. Big up, my man. We need to watch out for Lingardinho. Yes, he has been a former Fox as well. Wasn't great in his young years as a Fox, but hey-ho. He kind of fizzled out of the United squad as well. And all of a sudden, he's on fire, isn't he? Let's be honest with you. But speaking who's not on fire, Jamie Vardy. Goal drought, Jamie Vardy. The team's still been winning at the end of the day, and that's what Brendan Rodgers said as well. It's just a mixture of everything. What's most important, you need to continue to work, and then you need a bit of luck as well. We know he can score at any time. He scores when he wants. Chat shit, get banged. He's just been unfortunate. With keepers making incredible saves, blocks on the line. He's such a threat with his sharpness and speed. And don't forget, Jamie Vardy is still providing assists. Regardless if he's not scoring goals, he is providing the goods elsewhere on the pitch. I know we didn't I know he didn't do much against Man City. I think he had the least touches on the whole pitch, but who cares? It's one game. Let's just keep moving on, you know. Is the injury crisis over, though? That is another question that was thrown at Brendan Rodgers, because Leicester, we all know, have had so many injuries this season. It's quite frightening. I keep pulling up a new stat every time we do this. I haven't got a new one this time around, but it's been ridiculous. The last stat that I showed you, we had a combined games missed in the last 12 months of 210 games combined of all players injured. I mean, that's frightening. That's absolutely frightening. What went wrong, though, I'm not so sure. Maybe the training. I don't know. I don't know how or why Leicester got hit hard with injuries. I really don't know. I'm sure we'll find out a bit more from Brendan Rodgers at some point. Maybe during the summer break when the season's over. Maybe he's going to change things around a bit. Give me a shout out. My channel is called Reece Goer. There you go, Reece Goer. Go and have a look at Reece Goer. He's still playing well, just can't score, but he will return soon, says Riley, talking about Jamie Vardy, of course, nonetheless. Get your comments in, boys. We're going to be doing we're actually late for the lineup show. We've got a lineup show scheduled 3:30. It is now gone past that, but never mind. We're live here. Who cares? Hop over to there and you'll see. I'll put the link in now so you guys can jump over and do that right now. There you go. There's the link for the next show. We're going to be live in a sec over on that link. So click that one, and we're going to be doing we'll try and put the team together against West Ham. But going back to Brendan Rodgers' press conference, you know, he did mention about the injuries, and hopefully we've got players back and available. It was flipping for us the other way at this point last season, and we want to have them fit, and then you have a choice. That's true. That's true. At this point in the season, we was losing players. At the moment, we're gaining players back. So I'm hoping we can go all the way through to the end of the season with a fully fit squad, almost. Obviously missing James Justin and Harvey Barnes, who's had, both of them have had quite a long-term injury. More so James Justin. He's going to be out till bloody Christmas. You know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be exciting. And here is the big news that you all wanted to hear. This is the one. Antonio could miss the rest of the season in a setback. Okay, this is reported from The Guardian earlier today. He could miss the rest of the season after scans revealed that the striker's hamstring injury is worse than first feared, further denting West Ham's hopes of Champions League qualification. Antonio limped off during West Ham's win at Wolves on Monday and has been undergoing tests on the damage to his left hamstring since. He's out of the home game against Leicester on Sunday, so he's out. Antonio, the 31-year-old, is expected to be out roughly to 4 to 6 weeks and could miss all the way up to the end of the season. It's a big knock to West Ham. Huge news coming through here on the channel. Big up Josh for coming a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member to the channel. Please hit the subscribe button as well. If you're new, don't forget to smash a like on the video as well. And that about wraps it up, guys. To be honest with you, there's not a lot else to cover. Brendan Rodgers just had this to say: even if we lost the game, we're still ahead, and then we're counting the games down. We want to win. Our plan is to win the game. We don't worry about it. It's a must-win game. Maybe, maybe not. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. It really doesn't matter. We'll aim to give our best. If we lose, we're still in a great position. There's lots of games to play still, says Brendan Rodgers. And on that note, lads, I'm going to hop over right now to the next show. Please go and click it, and I shall see you in a mo. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, and I'll see you in a sec.